Hello friends, welcome to my channel AMIE online classes. So today we will discuss about the derivation of bending formula. We know that the bending formula is m upon I is equal to sigma upon y is equal to E upon R. This is known as bending formula, where m is known as bending moment, I is known as moment of inertia, and this is stress, y is known as distance of a line from the neutral axis, and E is modulus of elasticity, R is radius. Okay, so let's draw a figure. This is a beam, correct? This is a beam. Let's draw a fiber that is known as neutral axis. This fiber is known as neutral axis. Let's take one plane, vertical plane, this one, and another vertical plane, that is this one, and name these vertical fibers A, B, C, D. Okay, let's one more fiber. Suppose this is E, F, correct, from here to here EF, and let's the distance of this fiber below EF, that is Y, and that is GH. Let's draw the center line, correct. So this figure is before loading. Suppose a force or load is applied over here. So what will happen? That is, force is suppose P. What will happen when we apply the load on this beam? Then AB will compress this direction and oppose this direction. Body will try to maintain the equilibrium. If we apply a force P downward, then body will try to rotate from this and this direction, and from this and in this direction, to maintain the equilibrium. So when we apply a force, then this fiber, that is AB will compress, and CD will stretch, or it will get elongates, correct. So after bending, we will have the figure like this. This is, suppose after bending, it will like this: A dash, B dash, and this is E dash, F dash, and GH will become like this. This is G dash, H dash, and one more fiber, that is D dash, C dash, correct. Suppose we take one point over here, that is O. So from here to here let's draw the line. It will extend up to here. Let's extend this up to here. Suppose this angle is theta after loading, correct? So let's the radius of, and from here to here it is the distance of, it is given, distance is y, this y, this is the y, because what happens when we apply a force, then this fiber EF does not change, it remains unchanged. This is, there won't be any effect on neutral axis, correct? So this distance will be y. Let's the radius from here to here, that is r. Now let's start to derive the equation. How to derive the equation? We know that the neutral axis, that is EF and E dash F dash, these two fibers remain unchanged. So what will happen? These will be equal, EF is equal to E dash F dash. Okay, because these two are equal, and we can find the value of EF or E dash F dash. How we can find? We know that from the definition or geometry, from the geometry, angle is equal to arc upon radius, correct? So angle is theta and arc is given, that is E dash F dash. E dash F dash, radius is r, from O to E dash F dash r. So E dash F dash is equal to how much? R theta. So we can put the value of E dash F dash r theta is equal to r theta. This is suppose equation number 1, correct? So we got the value of EF and E dash F dash, that is r theta. Now we know that after, before loading, before applying the load, these two lines AD and BC are parallel and equal, and AB and CD, these are also parallel and equal. So we can write before loading or before bending of the beam, AB is equal to EF is equal to GH is equal to DC, correct? So we can put the value of this EF from this equation, that is already found. EF is equal to r theta. So AB is equal to GH is equal to DC is equal to, in place of EF we can put the value of r theta, that is r theta. Suppose this is equation number 2. Now we know that from the definition of strain, what is the definition of strain? Strain is suppose this is epsilon. Strain is change in length upon original length, that we know. So change in length here, g dash h dash, we can find the value of g dash h dash in similar way which we have calculated for e dash f dash, that is r theta. Now if I again apply this formula, that is angle is equal to arc upon radius. So here angle will be how much? Theta. That is same, angle theta is equal to arc. Arc is, what is arc? If I consider this fiber g dash h dash, so distance from O to g dash h dash is r plus y. So in place of arc we can write r plus y upon radius is r. Okay, so r theta, so r theta is equal to arc theta, r theta. Change in length, this is g dash h dash, g dash h dash is also r theta, gh equal to r theta, r plus y upon r. So this theta arc will be g dash h dash, g dash h dash. We are missing something over here. Angle equal to arc. So arc is not, made the mistake. In place of this, arc upon radius. So what is the arc? Arc is g dash h dash, correct? And radius is, what will be the radius? R plus y. So r plus y into theta is equal to g dash h dash. So we got the value of g dash h dash. Now change in length. How to find the change in length? Change in length is the final length, that is g dash h dash. After stretching it is g dash h dash, and this g dash h dash will be longer than earlier gh, this g and h, because it gets elongated. So g dash h dash is the final length of the fiber gh. So g dash h dash minus what is the original length, that is gh. So this upon original length is also gh, correct? Now let's put the value of g dash h dash that we found over here. G dash h dash is r plus y into theta minus value of gh is, what is the value of gh? That is, see, this is gh, and we have found over here the value of gh. See, from equation number 2, gh is equal to r theta. So we can put the value of gh over here, that is r theta upon r theta, original length. So if I multiply r plus y by theta, then we will get r theta plus r theta plus how much? Y theta minus r theta upon r theta, correct? So this r theta and plus and minus will be cancelled. So y theta upon r theta, this theta and theta will be cancelled. So we got the value of epsilon, that is epsilon strain is equal to y upon r. Suppose this is equation number 3rd, correct? And from the definition we know that stress, what is the definition of stress? What is the definition of modulus of elasticity? The modulus of elasticity E equal to the ratio of stress and strain. Suppose stress is sigma upon strain is epsilon, or epsilon is equal to stress upon E. Suppose this is equation number 4. So from the equation number, from the equation number 3 and 4, we will have, from equation 3 and 4, we get y upon r equal to stress upon E, correct? Or E upon r is equal to stress upon y. So we got the value of half part of the bending equation, that is stress upon y is equal to E upon r. We derived the half part of the equation. Suppose this is equation number 5, correct? Now let's move to the next. The next is, let's take an elementary of the beam. This is the elementary, correct? This is the neutral axis, that is NA. Take an elementary over here, and the distance of the elementary from the neutral axis, that is y, and the area of this elementary is delta A. Now we know that the force applied on elementary is equal to, what will be the force? Force is equal to stress into area, because stress is equal to load upon area. So force is equal to stress into area. So what is the stress? Suppose stress is sigma, and area is how much? Area is delta A. So we can put the value of this stress from this equation number 5, that is y upon r into E into delta A. Okay. And area is this much, correct? So area is equal to delta A, and stress is this, stress into area. Now we found the value of this one. Correct? We know that. So we found the value of this elementary. We get the value of this elementary, value of force for this elementary force, applied force. Okay, suppose this is dF. Now we know that. So when we apply a force on this elementary, then there will be moment also, bending moment. It will get bent. So suppose the bending moment for this elementary, that is dm. So bending, what is the formula of bending moment? Bending moment is equal to force, that is force is df into distance, that is y. So let's put the value of df, that is y upon r into e into delta a into y. So value is how much? E upon r into delta a into y square. If we integrate this whole part, then we will get the value of bending moment of the entire part. So let's integrate. dm is equal to integration of e upon r into y square into delta a, and we know that e and r are constants. So let's these take out. So e upon r to y square into delta a, and this part y square into delta a is known as integration of y square into delta a, is known as moment of inertia. Okay, so E and dm will be how much? Dm will be m E upon r into I, or m upon I equal to how much? E upon r. Suppose this is equation number how much? This is equation number 6. This is equation number 6. So from equation 4 and no, this is 5, not 4. From equation number 5 and 6, we get how much? 4, 5 and 6, we get what we get in equation number 5. E upon r is equal to stress upon y. So we can put the value of m upon I, E upon r, and this E upon r is equal to how much? Stress upon y. So finally we derived the equation of bending formula, or also known as bending equation. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching my video. If you like my videos, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you will get the new videos, notification of the new videos. You will get the notification of the new videos whenever upload into the channel. Oh, thank you very much. If you want the online classes for mechanics of solids for section B of AMIE, then you can call me at this number, that is 70045666664. You can do the WhatsApp also. Okay, this is my WhatsApp number also. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.